Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to a brand new series. Continue Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Here we're going to finish all the Metal Gear Solid gameplay. So let's go. Let's go to the what do you mean? Wait. Let's pick a new game. I'm playing the MG6 for the first time. I like both of them. Oh well, I like Metal Gear Solid 2. Normal. As usual, we're gonna chill and enjoy it together by using normal. So let's go. After the end of sorry. So there's a voice. So you're just going to hear what he said.
This marked the beginning of the era.
It's quite weird though, because the big boss, which we are playing right now, is the same voice as the Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Solid Snake. But if I'm not mistaken, in this game we're playing as Naked Snake. Or he will gain the title Big Boss later after beating the Big Boss. Oh, is it a spoiler? I don't know. I think it's not quite a spoiler anymore. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows the ending to this game. But yeah. Let's see. Let's enjoy it together. Jim Watt, Brian Cunnings from the United States of America FX. Is it 4X? And we have the Foxhound logo. 5:30 a.m. August 24.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Let's go.
20 minutes to drop off.
And that's my boy, Solid Snake.
Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass.
Isn't that the Colonel?
Okay.
Now we see
Good.
Colonel
Got
in
high
face.
visibility.
So Colonel was actually in Metal Gear Solid 3, and the one from Metal Gear Solid 2 is only AI, artificial intelligence.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
He doesn't care.
Does this panty waist know what he's doing?
Knows what he's doing. He's the legend, Big Boss.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
Put out the cigar and put on your mask.
One thing though, Snake used the face mask of Raiden. Is it? Didn't like Raiden don't even exist yet?
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Let's go. We're gonna jump.
Sunrise. External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
What do you mean Halo jump?
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay.
All
green.
Prepare for
Time to
drop
jump.
off. Countdown.
5, 4, 3.
2,
Let's go, Snake.
Spread your wings.
and fly. God be with you.
I did. British. Why does the Colonel sound British? Let's go. Let's go. Directed by Hideo Kojima. This looks fun.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, About 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the
Is
West
it-
through one of our molds.
But one thing for sure, I don't really
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
remember how
He's
the
head of
story
the
behind Metal Gear Solid 3.
754 Design Bureau,
Oh, I think this
one
is
of the
introduction to
Soviet's top secret weapon
the
research
Patriots, the 12
and the
Patriots.
East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
History.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was
What's
the
the
A1,
A1?
known as the Vostok rocket.
Man,
Sokolov
you
is
know,
said to be the
playing
man most responsible
MGS
for
game
the multi-engine cluster used
make us
in that
knowledgeable. Like really,
After
they feed
Gagarin's
us with
flight,
so much
Sokolov
information that we
left
can learn.
rocket development,
But the story
become the
is
head of the
too
newly
heavy
established
to understand.
Design Bureau.
Got to play 2 or 3
From a
times to
lowly technician
understand.
to head of a design bureau. That's quite a success story. So why
So
do you
he
want to
wanted to
defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
So
Afraid.
he want to
Call
remove
it a
it.
crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. He used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
Okay.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
Where is Berlin? Germany?
And it was only a week
I don't
later
know.
that we had something much
I'm just
bigger on our
guessing.
hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range
Ballistic
ballistic
missile.
missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out
All-out
nuclear
nuclear
war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
And what deal is
The
that?
one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey.
What's IRBM?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov.
Oh,
They wanted us to return
they just want Sokolov, the genius behind
You mean
the
the
rocket.
Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
You see that
At the
genius?
time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It's either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear
Seriously,
war.
just for one man?
In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side.
Oh, he ran.
Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save
He
me,"
ran,
and
he ran.
disappeared from my sight.
Wow. Alright. Did he able to escape?
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov.
Yes. He was taken back to the research
Ah,
facility and forced
continue
to continue working
to
on the weapon
working.
in question under KGB supervision.
What's KGB? There's so many terms, short terms that I don't
So
know.
what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Nah, it's war.
No.
Missiles. I thought so.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
If I'm not mistaken, during this time there's still no Metal Gear
No, according
Rex,
to our intelligence,
because
he's
this
in
is
Selino
before
Yas,
Solid Snake was
mountain
even
about 3
born.
miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Alright. But how long did they talk? Oh, I mean, oh, that's like a flashback. I was wondering, how long did they talk while Snake was jumping, falling from the sky? Alright, let's see. Parachuting time.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yas in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
Okay, so we just gonna, our objective is just to get Sokolov back. Alright, oh, I didn't realize there's a
If we don't get Sokolov
button.
back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The
Alright.
clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the
Wow,
rescue of
so we can
Sokolov,
control
stand
it.
by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point.
Yeah, we can control it.
Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm
familiar
familiar with
with
the
the theory.
theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
No.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
No problem. I literally will eat a snake. Let's go, snake. The forest. Oh, dang, my pouch. Oh shit. Don't fall. Let's go. Print screen. Wait, no. Wait. For the right moment. Dang, a superhero landing there. What's the point of wearing Raiden's mask? Besides, you're going to remove it, right? When are you going to remove the mask? Or maybe not now. So you remember this game, there's like a camouflage thingy. So we can camouflage from enemy. 60%, 5%, 10%. Alright. So right now our objective is to gain back our pouch that was stuck in a tree. But first let's answer this call.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory. Somebody might be listening in.
Alright.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be
Naked Snake.
I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
It's survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one at a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major?
What
What
should
should
I
I
call
call you?
Let's see.
Colonel.
I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake.
Yeah,
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Let's go. Print screen. I'm ready for a thumbnail. Can I print screen? Come on, come on. And here we go. Solid Snake, the one and truly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what's. I think it's good. Very good, very good, very good. Let's go. Why is there enemy now? We just landed.
Can you hear me, Major Tom?
This is Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I
So we
suppose
need to
calling me
eat it.
Snake was your idea of a joke too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to
Eating
feed myself?
snakes.
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
Yeah.
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio.
You can't
You can't risk violating Soviet airspace,
airspace.
but I'll be in the gunship.
Alright.
My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you.
Roger that.
If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Will do, Major Tom. Who's the colonel? Exactly, I don't remember. Alright, let's go. Let's grab our bags. We don't have anything. Oh, we have a knife. And we have a chocolate. Calorie made. A balanced nutrition food. Oh well. Let's go. Why are you walking backwards? But it's okay. Let's go. Let's go up and then let's get our bags so that we have access to tranquilizer gun and a medkit. Alright, let's go. Wow, there's so many calls.
I see you've retrieved your backpack.
How did you
Snake.
see? You're not near me.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right.
Alright.
Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance.
So I need to eat.
You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
Real dude.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
Oh.
Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone.
Oh, okay.
So don't get too trigger happy with it.
Oh.
The suppressor's durability is shown in
The
the icon.
game is more
Any weapons and equipment
complex
beyond what you're
than
carrying now,
the
you'll have to
series
find as you
before.
go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you.
You
can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. There'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Even
Then
though
I'll just
there
have to
is.
take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
Dang.
Real one-man army.
Yeah, man.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic,
So to speak.
as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet
What's
you.
your name?
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh?
It's John
Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
Name means nothing on the
Faking it.
battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
Sure do. Will do. Let me check.
She's also in charge of recording your
It's
mission
already
data.
23 minutes.
Whenever you want to save, send a message over the
Just from all the
reserved save
cutscene
frequency,
and speaking. I
140.96.
haven't even played it yet, man.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the
The
boss,
boss.
don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor.
Of
Actually,
course.
it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you?
Ah,
How many
the big
years has it
boss.
been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Let's go.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days,
What?
and 18
You remember
hours.
that detail?
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
Or
How
isn't
to
that
think like
based
a
on
soldier?
experience?
I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself.
It's like I'm
Listen
watching
to
a
me, Jack.
movie, man. I
Just
should get
because
some
soldiers
popcorn
are on
on
the
anything.
same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
Dang.
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight.
Let me check.
You are a natural-born fighter.
Yeah, I was recording.
But you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier.
Dang, all
Right and
respects
wrong
to
have
soldier
no place in his mission.
serving
He has
for
no
their country.
enemies and no friends.
Doesn't matter what
Only
country are you
a
from.
mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader,
No matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right,
But do me a favor.
What is it?
Call
No,
me Snake.
Snake's voice
Snake.
is
Oh,
really
right. Your codename is Snake.
epic.
It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit. A group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world.
Oh, that's why my name is
As long as
Snake.
you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive?
Is he? She's
Snake,
hinting
You
something.
were always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key.
The
Those
CQC
techniques I
techniques.
taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC.
Close
Close
quarters
quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where
Roger
are you,
that.
boss? Next to the major?
No.
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My
Dang.
frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Roger that. At last we can play it. That was long, like really long.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Dang, I want another print screen. I was thinking,
Commencing virtuous mission now.
I don't know, man. There's too many potential thumbnails I can use. So that's close combat, huh? Cool. Wait, let me check again. Let's let's just proceed. Okay, we reach a new area. Wait, how do we use this weapon? How do we aim it? Alright, I think I remember. Let's go. Is there a map? No? How do we gonna see the map? Where's the enemy basically? I don't see shit. All I see are grass. Oh, the new area. Let's see. What's up? If I'm not mistaken, there's crocodiles. Can we shoot it? And she's asleep. Let's go. We got bug juiced. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. The heck? Dang. That really scared me. I couldn't see. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sleep. Another one. Oh, it's quicksand. It's quicksand. Alright. Oh, there's honey. Yay. Uh-oh. Bees. Run. Alright. What do we got? Ration? And also... Huh? What do we get? Ah, whatever, let's go. I don't see any enemies though. Let's go. Dreamojich North. R1. Ah, they're soldiers.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s.
And grenades. So how do we gonna solve this?
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation.
Yeah,
of
you
international
already
law.
told me.
Can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
Roger
The
that.
Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing
Interesting.
camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Alright, understand.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Roger that. Alright, I think that is all for today's video. Yeah, it's quite short, but I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please do make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, see ya!